Hi, I'm Arran, and today I am reviewing the Metallic Armour White Ranger. Now, I now have the whole set of the Metallic Armour Rangers, but I've actually only reviewed two so far. This will be my second one. Still got to review the others. But this is the last Ranger in the entire Metallic Armour set. And I may or may not be wrong on this, but I might be the first person in the UK to review him. I will check that, but I'm pretty sure I am. But yeah, he's the last one in the Metallic Armour set, because this one, the Metallic Armour runs and 27 quid, so basically nearly 30 quid a thinger. But yeah, I think that's the only issue would be if they fade out the plastic. But the one thing I thought of this morning is that I'm wondering why they haven't faded out the plastic. I'm wondering whether they found kind of a eco-friendly biodegradable one kind of plastic. So yeah, that's why I'm wondering whether they've done that. So anyway, onto the box. Enough rabbiting about the windows and stuff, Arran. It's kind of a pearlescent sort of figure with glitter in him. But yeah, I'm really happy they've released him. And I'll show you the box now. So I'll show you the front first. I like these boxes because they're they've got a texture, they're glittered, to make them look metallic. And the front, this one at the front is also glittered. So I'll turn around the box down to the side. Again, the standard lightning protection packaging with the helmet on the side, or one part of the helmet on the side. And on the other side, another part of the helmet with the Mighty Morphon logo. And on the back, you get a picture of the Metallic Armour White Ranger, which again looks absolutely fantastic. Great work by Hasbro, and the artwork itself is incredible. Now, and also this is our first release of the White Ranger since 2019, which is when Hasbro first started the lightning protection line. And ironically, the first figure they started the lightning protection line with was a JDF White Ranger figure, so it's kind of become full circle. So I've actually decided to show you the accessories first, because there's some pretty cool ones here. one in particular. So this is Saba. It's same Saba as we've had before in the first release, but it's not like the Saba that came with the Lord Draken Evo 3 figure, where Saba's head can come off. But Saba is pearlescent and has glitter in him, which again looks fantastic. Pardon me. And even the blade has a little bit of glitter on it. Not a lot, but a little bit. But yeah, they got all the detail right on Saba. Love him. Well, I've always loved Saba actually. And the one person I would actually like to meet is the guy who played Saba's voice, which actually JDF got his name from, because the guy's name who played Saba is Tony Oliver, which is kind of funny. And no, by the way, guys, I'm just adding this in, I have not been asked to plug him or anything. I'm just doing it because I know a lot of you have asked me in the past whether I've been asked or getting given some kind of perks for doing it, and the answer is no. Now, not saying if I were to get asked by Tony or any of the other Power Rangers, not saying I wouldn't do it, but I haven't been asked to do it. I'm just doing it because I'm talking about Saba's voice. So yeah, I would love to meet Tony Oliver, the guy who played Saba's voice, and actually I know he does Power Morphon all the time when it goes ahead, which, shameless plug for Power Morphon here before I go into the rest of the accessories. Shameless plug for it is Power Morphon is in August at the Pasadena Convention Center, 26th to the 28th, I think. And again, no, I'm not getting asked to do this. I'm just doing it because I'm really good friends with Scott and a lot of the other guys that run Power Morphon. So yeah, it's at the Pasadena Convention Center in California. It's got a load of Rangers going, and also quite a few Japanese Rangers. And actually, this is the first in-person Power Morphon since 2018 was the last in-person one, because then obviously the whole pandemic hit and all that, so they had to put it back. So yeah, so Power Morphon's this month actually, 26th to the 28th of August. So highly recommend it. It's power Morphon 7, and again, no, I am not getting paid or sponsored or anything to do this for power Morphon. I'm just doing it because I've been there once and I loved it. Anyway, back onto the figure. Got really distracted then. Seems to happen a lot these days. So, here we have an effects piece which is exactly the same as the one we've had with the regular release of the White Ranger back in 2019. But with that release, it was blue. And this one it's kind of a yellowy gold sort of thing. Now it is flexible plastic and it can go on artwork. So anyway, onto the Tommy head. Now, a lot of people have been saying stuff about this. Head. So, what I'm gonna say about that is what now a lot of other people have said. This is kind of a cartoon character version of him from the comics, because recently the metallic armors were in the comics, which is probably why they've released this one now. But yes, this is supposed to be the one from the comics. It doesn't look exactly like JDF / Tommy, but it still looks relatively like him. I can still tell it's him. But yeah, this is the comic book kind of version of his head, which I actually quite like. I know a lot of people didn't think it looked like him to start with. And okay, yes, it doesn't look exactly like him, but if you look at the comics, so I had a look at the comics last night because I knew I was getting him at some point this week, and he does look a bit like this in the comics. So anyway, that's the head. And why have I got a horrible feeling they could use the damn karate chop head again? Yes, they have. God damn it, Hasbro. I love what you're doing, but you're kidding me here and giving me the same hat. Granted, this one is different because it's a metallic armor figure, but it's still the damn karate chop hat. You need to change the hands up because this is not the only pose JDS did. So you do need to change the hands up. So please do that, because it's not just this figure you give us the bright jump hand with. But anyway, it's pearlescent, does have little bits of glitter in it, looks fantastic, even though it's a damn karate chop hand again. Anyway, on to the next hand. which is the fist hand, which looks amazing. Pearlescent again. Again, this is the same hand as what you get with with all the ranges, but I don't mind this because they did use this kind of hose all the time. So the very last accessory, which pardon me, a lot of people have called for, and get this, in the last, not the video before the last one Bruno did, was in one of them, I'm not sure which one, he said he predicted that Hasbro would do a Mighty Morphin metallic armor figure with a fully assembled Seaaddress, and he has done, and they have done. Now this also amazingly glows in the dark, but yes, really glad they included this for all of the Zeosub crystals. You can see the shapes there. Funny thing is, the fact that Bruno predicted they were going to do this. Now, this isn't a gripe or anything towards Hasbro, but I wish they'd done like the, I don't know what you call it, docking station that this sat in Power Rangers Zeo. But yeah, really glad they included it. Great to have a fully assembled Zeo crystal. And it's also quite rubbery and bendable. Now, I wouldn't bend it too far because you might break it, but it is bendable and stuff. But anyway, onto the main figure itself. Oh, just quickly, I do have another set of hands, which is the weapon holding hands, I believe, which are on the Mighty Morphin metallic armor White Ranger. So I'll show you those in a minute. So I've got the metallic armor White Ranger out the box. Looks absolutely fantastic. He pretty much all of him is pearlescent with glittering, which I'm not 100% sure. I think it's silver glitter or whatever he's got in him. But he looks absolutely amazing. Really glad I got him. Although I've just noticed something before I continue talking about the front. Because he's what he's like, because it's pearlescent, makes him look even more like it's got a butt crack here. Because it's kind of see-through, you can see where the kind of middle of the suit ends, which is kind of like a butt crack. but looks fantastic. Love the pearlescent on him. I have no idea where yet, guys, but I will let you know when. But I'm going to display all the metallic armor ranges together, and I might even put a light above them to make them kind of glisten, depending on where they're going to be. But yeah, he's pearlescent, and also compared to the normal White Ranger release we got back in 2019 when Hasbro first started the Lightning section, the gold is a hell of a lot shinier, a hell of a lot, which I like. I don't understand why, to be honest, why Hasbro didn't do it this gold on the original figure. But yeah, it looks fantastic. Even his helmet is a kind of shiny pearlescent. If I hold it up, you might even be able to see it. And yeah, even his helmet's a little pearlescent. Now, I'm going to have a look at something really quick. Yeah, I thought so. Some people have said on their reviews, like people from America that have reviewed it, have said that the shield isn't glittery, but if you look closely, it is glittery. It's quite difficult to see, but it is glittery. And I believe I'm going to have a look at this a bit later, but I believe the shield is also glittery in the show. But also another thing, the shield, I've noticed with a couple of the Rangers that have shields and stuff, they're kind of bendy plastic, so they've got more removability, which is great. The one thing I do wish they'd done is got rid of the peg holes. That's my annoying part about the recent Rangers, is the peg holes. But yeah, I'll give you a turn around of him, starting from the front. Try not to drop him. Actually, I'll do it by his legs, it's easier. So, here he is from the front, side, which you can really tell the pearlescent from the side. The back, you can also really tell the pearlescent. Well, to be honest, you can tell the pearlescent the whole way through this figure, but it's the other side. But yeah, looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, the gold is great on the boot cuffs, the shield, the glove cuffs, the belt, and the whole set. The gold is amazing on, and the helmet is amazing on too. and the kind of pearlescent shiny design they've given you on the helmet is awesome. So yeah, that's one last quick thing. I'll show you the other hands. These are the weapon holding hands on him. There you go. He's got them on both sides, and also the joints are quite stiff on my Ranger for some reason. On the arms, the joints are really stiff. On the legs it's not, but on the arms it is. And it also has the holes in the feet, which again, the stands I use that are supposed to fit the holes in the feet never do for some reason. But to be honest, I haven't tried this Ranger on them yet. That's the end of this review. Stay tuned for my other reviews. Like I say, I've got hundreds coming up. One in particular, a special one that my dad helps me make for all my power lines. And I know you can pass me in this review in the comments on the one me and METALlLIC in the review, whether I'll make one, whether we'll make one for some of you guys, but the answer will be no, because one, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to make. Two, they're ridiculously heavy, and postage would be through the roof. But what I will do in that review is tell you how we did it, so if you guys wanted to make one yourself, you could. So I will let you know how we did it. Anyway, that's the end of this review.